Hello, and welcome back to the Cobblemon series. Welcome to episode 2. In this episode, I want to get Silk Touch. I want to explore to find a catacomb where I can obtain spawners through a side mod that I have. I want to make an ultra fast XP farm, and I want to get fully kitted out in diamond enchanted armor. That's gonna be the main goal for this episode. But on another note, I also want to find a base location. That's right, we're gonna be moving from this starting town. It's boring living in a pre-generated structure. It's exciting when you build your own stuff. So, when I explore to find the catacomb, I want to find a base location. And I want to start. I have no idea what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna do it, but we'll have to see. After exploring this entire town and looting all of its chests and barrels and whatnot, we ended up ending last episode with 35 emeralds. I think this will be enough to get Silk Touch. Once we obtain Silk Touch, it'll be really easy to get fully kitted out diamond gear with enchants. So, why don't we get ourselves a villager in our little area, cycle their trades to Silk Touch, and we'll go from there. I hear him. There he is. Get over here. Sadly, you'll be trapped in here for a little while. I'll make sure to give you food. I'll make sure to give you some water. Not really. And I'll make sure you're treated right. All right. Good. Right. Uh-huh. So a really easy thing that I have enabled in this series is called cycling trades, which allows you to go in and just cycle the trades. This saves you from having to break the lectern every second or so because you didn't get what you want. And you could just easily... Oh, and would you look at that? There's our Silk Touch trade. We are going to take that. And we're going to get straight to adventuring. Before I put Silk Touch on anything, I do want to put it on a diamond pickaxe. So we're actually going to go mining for a quick minute. So I can get a diamond pickaxe and then we'll get to adventuring. Would you look at that? I found a moonstone. Well, here's some diamonds. We got enough diamonds to make our diamond pickaxe now. And here we go. Diamond Silk Touch pickaxe. We're ready to get adventuring. If anything interesting happens while I adventure, I'll make sure to show it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to explore east because I don't want to deal with the snow biome just yet. So let's get going. So I missed this structure and had to do a double take, but this structure can house the Traveler enchant. Well, here we go. If this structure can have this, then I'm pretty sure this is from Nova Structures. There you go. Pretty cool mod. And this enchant is really useful for traveling and whatnot, just because it makes you faster. And obviously the step up blocks is like, if you're riding a horse, it'll just like teleport up the block, but like not actually teleport, you know. But I think they could be housed in this structure somewhere. Breaking that pot got us one of the rarest items at the start of the game is an ender pearl. And ender pearls are really hard to come by. Not many things drop them, and we just got it from Nova Structures and just a random pot. So there we go. At the end of exploring, I find this room that has a bunch of bookshelves in that I collect. This will help us in the long term when we make an enchant table and we need to get 15 or so bookshelves. So this will get us enough bookshelves to fully max out an enchant table. So sadly, at the end of the Nova structure here, we didn't get the Traveler enchantment at all. However, we did get some pretty good stuff. Number one, we got that ender pearl from the pot. But we also got some diamonds, some gold. We got the ender pearl. We got some emeralds. However, we got enough books to make a fully kitted out enchanting area. So this saves us a bunch of time and a bunch of resources with killing like cows and stuff for leather. So this structure was actually really helpful. But at the end of the day, I need spawners, so let's get back to adventuring. So here we are, exploring, continuing east, and we come across a fucking Axew. Axew is one of my favorite Pokemon from Black and White. If we can manage to catch this thing, that'll be a wonderful, and I mean wonderful addition to the team. And you know, just thinking on it now, another one of my goals for today is to craft 6 XP shares for my entire team once I fill out my entire team. Obviously, I'm not going to have 2 fire types on my team, so Tepig or Charmander is going to go. And I have a feeling that Charmander's not going to be the one to go. So sadly, I think Tepig is going to have to go on the PC, but for the time being, he's gonna stay with us. This just had some fireworks in it. You know what? I'm gonna take the gray bed because the gray bed's cooler. All right, back to it. Back to it. So I just got done looting that, and would you look at this? My favorite Pokemon of all time spawns. Level 33. I don't think we're gonna get it. I'm gonna throw these 10 yellow balls at it, and if we don't get it, we don't get it. It just wasn't meant to be. But Lapras is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Is that a mushroom ion over there? It is. Wow. But if we don't, yeah, if we don't get it, it just wasn't meant to be. Oh my god, we fucking caught it. What? What? Okay, I mean, hey, we, our starter is ready to evolve. Haha, hooray, yippee! I'll evolve him when I get to land. When I get to this mushroom isle, I'll evolve him and show the animation for it. That's kind of insane that we fucking got that. Holy shit. What? Just a random encounter, 1% catch, or not 1%, 1 times catch rate, just a normal ball. First ball, you know. So after catching that random Lapras, we made it here to mainland where our starter Mudkip here is ready to evolve into Marshtomp. Let's get this going, guy. Let's get this going, big dude. Big dude. Boom! There he is. In all of his awkward teenage glory. I love you. You don't have to worry about your awkward adolescent stage. I still love you. This is a pretty cool area. It's a pretty small mushroom island. This would be a cool this would be a cool project to take, maybe fill it with grass instead of mycelium and oops. And make a build here. So yeah, I think this is going to be one of our builds, one of our building areas. I don't know what I'll do here, but I think that's it's a start. It's definitely a start. So here we are coming up on one of the Cobblemon generated structures. In this little chest, we'll find a map to take us to Great Wonders. And we got a smithing upgrade for our wonderful fishing rod that we just got. But yeah, the Shipwreck Cove. So here we are at the Shipwreck Cove, and generally speaking, when you find these, you'll find some weird oddities that could lead you to the entrance to these things. And these weird oddities can be such as just random air bubbles that lead down into random caves. Oh yeah, see, this is how you know that you kind of made it. And this is the main room where we have some gilded chests. Oh my god. Okay, already off to a great start on first chest. Hint, hint, Feebas into Milotic is also one of my top 10 Pokemons of all time. I love Milotic, love Lapras. Those two are just my personal fan favorites. So out of this room, we kind of got a bunch of good stuff. Number one, we got the evolution items for Feebas, the Prism Scale. In quote, 2. Yippee. We got some more gold. We got a lot of relic coins. We got the Pokerod upgrades, which this will be one of my tips later in the series, or maybe at the end of this series, I don't know. But fishing in this mod, I should say, is absolutely busted. You can get some really cool, unique things just from fishing and a little bit of patience. So I don't know if that tip will come in at the end of this episode, but if it does, I will make sure that I highlight all the things that could happen from fishing. After that wonderful haul from the Shipwreck Cove, we continue our venture east. So we ventured quite a bit. Of course, it starts raining as soon as I try and speak. But anyway, we ventured quite a bit. And for those of you who don't know what I mean when I say I want to find a catacomb, it's from Young's Better Dungeons. That's what the catacombs are from, and that's what I want. Because it has a ton of spawners, which we could silk touch because I have a mod that allows me to silk touch spawners. At least I think. But after exploring a bunch, I realized that I didn't have the mod. So we've explored a lot. We've gone quite the distance. But I think it's time that I'm gonna head back. So we do have a lot of stuff in our backpack that I need to unload. We didn't find what we needed, but maybe we'll find stuff on the way back. I'm gonna kind of make a U shape to our home, explore some new chunks and whatnot, but we didn't find what we were looking for. So sadly, this adventure was a bust. So on my way back, I found a snowy slopes biome, and I'm like, what could hurt? Let's go in a cave. Let's see if there's an ancient city under here, and let's just go down and see. And funny thing enough was that I actually found what I was looking for. I actually found a catacomb from Young's Better Dungeon, which was wonderful to find. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful to find. This is exactly what I wanted. A fucking catacomb. There's no shot. So I went through the whole dungeon, almost died a couple times. I'll probably have a couple clips in the video. But this is what we got out with. We got out with a lot of zombie spawners, some skeleton spawners, and oh boy, I'm excited. I'm excited for the monstrosity of an XP farm that I'll make with this. Hey, would you look at that? Another thing off the list. And we got those candies from a Gimmighoul tower, so let's go. Charmander evolving. Oh my god, here we go. Whoa! Look at him. Look at him. Look at him shine. Oh my goodness. After that, I did end up finding a Cyndaquil right behind the Poké Center, which was amazingly lucky. However, after that, it was more so just gear grinding, getting enchants, getting fully maxed out diamond gear, and making the XP farm and getting the enchants that way. So I'm not going to make this episode really all that much longer, but I'm going to cut to when we have all the enchants and stuff, and when we're at our quote final base, you'll see later. Brother. Rat burger. Rat burger. Rat burger. Yeah, that's right. Rat burger. I love rat burger. Rat, 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 rat. Rat, 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 rat. Alright, so after a very long time of gear grinding, I finally got everything I need. Say, you got the maxed out diamond sword, except for sharpness 5, I don't really care. You got the maxed out pickaxes, except for efficiency 5, because I don't care. Same thing with the shovel and axe. And the only thing that I need on my armor is swift sneak on the legs and maybe soul speed on the boots. And then if I ever come across it, the traveler enchant, which I think goes on my pants. All right, so I've decided. Say we're going to be doing our first base at the mushroom field that we found earlier. We're going to be doing it right here. And this is where our first base is going to be. So I'm going to venture back there, use one of my waystones so I could travel back and forth easily, and we're going to set up camp there. All right, so as I'm finishing up here, the only things that I'm leaving behind are the iron farm, the villagers under there, and our XP farm that we built over there. That is the only things that we are leaving here. So I will take the rest of this iron. I don't know if it'll continue to work when we're not here. I think it will. But yeah, I went around collecting all the berries that I could, all the little things that I didn't get. And I think we're ready to just move. So let's get on to it. So after gathering some materials, I figured that it's time that I actually focus on the Cobblemon mod a bit. So Cobblemon tip number 3, build an automatic apricot farm. Say it doesn't have to be big if you're going to be in the area or if you're going to be building it in the spawn chunks where it's always loaded. So what I'm going to be making is not going to be that big, not going to be that complicated, but it'll just passively collect the apricots for me, so I don't have to worry about building this extravagant tree farm and whatnot. But I'm going to dive into how I'm going to make it. So the design that I'm going to be using is going to be a double part system. Say there's 7 apricot types, so you only really need 7 leaves, but because I'm going to be doing 2 of them, you need double the amount of resources that you would if you're only going to be doing the 7. The first thing that I'm going to be building is the collection system. I'm going to be working my way from the bottom to the top. It's just going to be easier that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place my 2 chests that are going to be collecting all the apricots in the middle. And I'm going to branch out 7 hoppers from each side. After that, I'm going to be placing soul sand on the top of each of these hoppers. This is so that when items fall onto it, the hoppers can suck from above. After that, I'm going to place a temporary block and place my leaves back here. After your leaves are placed, you could build up a temporary block. This is where you're going to be placing your 14 dispensers. Make sure that they're facing down because they'll be filled with shears, so that way the apricots will get farmed. After that, place 2 temporary blocks on the ends here and place 2 observers on the end. Once you have both observers in, you could place a block behind them and then one above it, and then just place redstone going all the way across. After that, it's time to put in the apricots. say a lot of people don't know this, but if you have the sprouts and you have the apricot leaves, you could just place them right on the leaves. And once you have enough sprouts after they get harvested a bunch, you could put your sprouts on this side too. And just like that, your automatic apricot farm is pretty much done. There are ways that you could use bone meal dispensers to make it really fast, but I'm not going to be doing that because this is just going to be a passive thing. And that's pretty much it. So Cobblemon tip number 3, build yourself an automatic apricot farm. It's really simple. It's super easy. All right, that seems about where I want to end this episode. Say, hey, we did a lot. We did a lot. We got all of our gear grinded up. We got our new base location. We got an apricot farm in the back that'll work passively and get us a bunch of apricots so we don't ever have to worry about making balls again. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, liking, and I really appreciate anyone who's watching this series. So I'll see you next time in the next episode. Maybe then we'll actually start our base. But until then, thanks for watching.